You played volleyball and basketball and lacrosse, and you got, all county in all of them. Like, what led to your decision to choose lacrosse? Because it seems like you really could have chosen any path.
Right. Well, it's a little different, I guess, because now there's, a whole rule change that happened my freshman year of high school where you can no longer commit and, talk to coaches until September 1st of your junior year. So I was, very lucky and blessed, I think, in my point of views, where I actually committed in 8th grade to play lacrosse at Maryland. So I was, really young, 14 years old, I think, maybe 13, I don't even know, but made that, huge step and choice in my life. So when I got to high school and I started playing volleyball and, basketball and everything, I started getting offers and, looking at other schools and stuff just for, shits and gigs, just to be like, oh, cool, I got an email from so-and-so to play basketball. But, it was always lacrosse. There was a slight little moment where I thought about dual sport and doing volleyball and lacrosse. And then I was like, no, that's way too much. Yeah. So we'll just stick with lacrosse. But it's always been, my first true love.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then, what was your mindset kind of, how did, committing in 8th grade, impact your mindset, going through high school? Did you feel like there was any level of kind of not complacency, but safety that you had because you already had something that was you weren't fighting for an offer, you know what I mean?
Right. No, that was definitely something I feared almost, was becoming complacent, because that definitely is something that happens to a lot of people where you just fall off because you do have that safety net. But I think honestly it made me work harder, especially, my mom just in my ear every single day, don't get complacent, whatever. And honestly, I didn't want to. So I grew up again, like I said, with my siblings and everyone playing lacrosse. So seeing how competitive they were, still made me want to beat them every day. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. My brother would be like, oh, let's go play lacrosse when he would come home from college. And I'd be like, oh, I'm going to run your shit. I'm going to toast you right now. You're old, you're retired, get out of here. Yeah. And it's just having that level of competitiveness, constantly, I want it to be the best. And that's all I cared about, was being the best. And, helping a program grow or continue to grow at Maryland, where they've won 15 national championships. I just wanted to be a part of that greatness.
Yeah. And then what was your recruiting process like? Because I'm sure that it was, very kind of a whirlwind for you at 14, 13 years old getting recruited?
Yeah. So we had my club team that I played for. We used to do these workshops where it was here's a packet, write, your dream schools that you're probably not going to get there. And then you're realistic and your plan C. So, my dream schools obviously Maryland, UNC, the Powerhouses. And then my safety nets were I don't even know what my safety nets were, but some random schools. And then, so I, had those out. I talked to my coaches. I was also very blessed because my club coaches, my high school coach, all played at Maryland, all had ties with Maryland. So I was truly surrounded by it from the beginning also. But it was just so crazy trying to work so hard every day and just thinking I would never get there. And then my mom told me that when I was in 7th grade, actually, they were looking at me and they wanted me. My mom was like, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to be, 12 years old being oh my God, I have to pick a college. She thought that was crazy. Not that 8th grade's probably any better, but then just getting to 8th grade and I was at one of my tournaments and I was like, oh my God, Mom, Kathy Wrisk is on the sideline. And she was like, oh, don't worry about it, don't stress out. And I was like, no, I love that. I'm going to go pop off. I'm going to show everyone the fuck up, whatever. And then just getting a call being hey, this is Kathy Wrisk, we want you to come to Maryland. I was like, holy shit. I did it. That's so crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then obviously, Roman and I, my producer Roman, we went to a lot of the games. Mm-hmm. And during a regular season game, you have, I'd assume it's your whole family there with the posters and the signs. And I saw the Sophi Wrisk t-shirts too. Yeah. Those are pretty, I got to get one of those. One of those.
Oh, absolutely.
But can you just speak to how your support system has kind of helped you through that process? Like you said, your mom didn't even want to tell you about, sorry, I'm still sweating, but it's bad. It's dripping because I had to carry all this equipment up. So if you guys see me sweating, that's why. But just what role does your support system play growing up?
It's kind of a loaded question almost because, they are my everything. I'm a very big family person. And I've said it 3 times, but with everyone in my family playing sports, we all, really thrive to be the best in whatever aspect it was. My sister was a basketball player. my brother lacrosse, whatever. So having, them constantly support me, and also like seeing what they went through, even like when they were in high school. Like my brother was a stud in high school lacrosse, and then he ended up stopped playing because of an injury. My sister was a tremendous basketball player, was getting looks from, everyone, like some top schools. And then, she just wasn't treated right by her coach. And so, like, she didn't end up getting, like, a lot of playing time and stuff. And just seeing, like, what they went through, how they dealt with it, that meant so much to me. Because, like, I wanted to, like, almost let them, like, live through me in a sense of being, like, you guys should have been there. You could have done it. So, like, they always supported me. And all I wanted to do was, like, support them back. And then my parents, too, always there for me every single step of the way, whether it was a bad game, good game, no matter what. They did everything for me. They gave me every opportunity that I had, to go train with the best, go do the best, just be there to support me every game. Like, even in college, my mom hasn't missed a single game, not one game, whether it was at Maryland where, I was even redshirted my freshman year and I wasn't even on the field, and she was still there every single game. And same with my dad, and my brother and sisters are like flying out or driving to like come support me. It's just, I am truly so honored and blessed to have such a big support system that has, I wouldn't be here without them.
Yeah, so they flew from Maryland for every UTampa home game. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. So when you were playing at Maryland, what was that experience like? Was it everything you had imagined as a recruit, or I'd imagine it was probably a little bit different than you had expected,
Yeah. I don't even know what I pictured it as. But when I got there, it was like everything I imagined, but also like a little less almost. I think I thought of it as like the scariest thing there is. Like, oh man, I'm playing with, the number one players in lacrosse. Like, I'm playing with Brittany Griffin and Lizzie Colson, who are, professional lacrosse players. And I I was 17 years old going to college, and I was like, holy crap, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, everyone's terrified about the run tests and like all this. And then I got there, and, there was hard days, but it was like so, like, this is going to sound bad, but like it was so much easier than I thought it would be. Yeah. And, I really did have like the time of my life there, and I'm so thankful for, my 2 years there, and like getting to win a Big Ten was like so sick, and it was so cool. But it was definitely kind of like I don't know, almost a 180 from what I expected. Like, it was not nearly as bad as I thought.
Yeah, so they kind of like scare you a little bit to weed out the people who are like really about it and really aren't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%.
That makes sense. Now, you did your redshirt freshman year there and your official freshman year there.
Yes.
And then you decided to enter the transfer portal.
Right.
What went into that decision? And then, how'd you navigate that process? How'd you end up at UTampa? What other schools were you considering,
Yeah. So I had, like I said, like I had the time of my life in Maryland. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I truly, met some great people, made some great memories there, all that good stuff. At the end of the day, I didn't like my coaches, whatever that happened. So, we kind of butted heads, I guess is the easiest way to say it. And then I was like, you know what, I'd rather go somewhere and like go to a program where there's not so much, like, not politics, but like it was so much like you're the one, and like it's going to be like U12 on the field, and like that is it. And I hated that because I saw people, who are the best who never got a shot. Especially, again, like with a program that has 15 national championships, like you weren't doing anything new. Like, it was so expected for you to win and be the top dog. And like my first year there, like we lost to Duke in the Sweet 16, which has never happened before. And it was such like a letdown. But then I was like, I don't know, just something about that. I was like, I don't like this. Like, I want to go somewhere else where like we can do something like from the beginning, like ground up. Like, let's take, a team from wherever they are, like, to the top. Like, I want to be a part of something great. Like, I want to create a legacy and leave, a legacy there. And so, I called my coach. I was like, hey, I'm going to go in the portal. And she was like, are you sure? Like, you can't come back after. I was like, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. I need to get out of here. And so one of my brother's best friends actually was the assistant coach at Florida Tech. And so I reached out to her, came and like visited. And she was like, I'm going to be honest, I really think you would enjoy Tampa. Like, I think that's so like you, that's so your style there. Like, they would definitely want you, like, whatever. Like, I'll reach out to, Kelly and like tell her to check the portal. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, sure, whatever. You know, I drove around. I was like, let's look at some different schools around here. I was like, Florida Southern, absolutely not. I was like, St. Leo, no, whatever. And then I drove onto like Tampa's campus, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like, this is it. I don't even care. Like, I'm coming here, like, regardless. But, I mean, a lot of people ask me, like, why didn't you stay D1? Like, whatever. Like, I was getting looked at, you know, by other D1 programs. And I was just like, I don't care about that anymore. Like, I don't care about the hype. Like, that's something, you know, when I was in 8th grade, like, yeah, that is all I cared about. You know, you want to be that kid when I was walking down the hallway in high school and they're like, oh, like, Miss D1. And it's like, yeah, it's cool. But then you get there and, like, you go through it. And I was like, that actually doesn't mean shit. Like, I'm playing with, you know, a team. And, like, obviously we are the best team in D2. And so, like, I'm talking to other transfers and everything. And it's like, we could beat like a lot of the D1 teams anyway. Like, it really doesn't matter. And like, now that I came here and I got a family and like, you know, we got to do something that has never been done before, like, that is what is most important to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, what do you think? Because obviously, like, Maryland has a culture of success.
Right.
What do you think that you were able to learn from that experience to like be able to bring to Tampa? Because like, obviously, like, as soon as you got here, you kind of began to build and you became like the heart of the team. Just talking to, you know, some of our friends who are on the team, like, you redefine the culture. Do you think that being from Maryland and having played at Maryland, do you think that you were able to take those values and like instill them here, some of them?
I think, you know, coming into this program, that is one of the first questions I asked when I was meeting with the coaches. I was like, what is your culture like here? You know, like, what do you guys care about? Like, your morals almost and stuff like that. And also, what is a team of like 50 girls? Like, oh God, like, that's got to be a shit show. Like, there's no way everyone gets along and everything. Because, you know, coming from a team at Maryland where there's 27 people, like, we, you know, not everyone was best friends, which happens, but like, we had our moments where it was like, oh God, like, not again, like, whatever, shit's in the fan. And she was like, you know, you guys aren't all gonna be best friends here at Tampa, but like, you genuinely do get along. So like, coming in here and like coming from that Maryland side where like, you know, when we're hitting certain points of the season where people are almost like at each other's throats, like, I knew exactly what I didn't want to happen. So like, yeah, like, it was great and like, I made great memories and everything, and like, I could bring some of those, like, I don't know, like, fun times, I guess, like, here and be like, oh my God, like, why are we acting this way? Like, we should be like this instead, or like stuff like that. I don't know exactly how to word it, but, you know, getting here and just being like, if something got a little like heat of the moment, like being like, hey, at the end of the day, like, we're teammates, we need to have each other's back regardless. And like, it's been like that ever since. Like, there's never been a moment where it's like, oh my God, I hate so-and-so on the team. Like, genuinely everyone, like, we really are a family. And like, yeah, we have our moments where like, you know, in a family, you might not, whatever, you have your times, but truly everyone like does love each other. And I wouldn't have like a second thought of someone genuinely probably taking a bullet for me on this team.